Do you know how much you can contribute to your TSP account in the year of your retirement? Well, the question we have today on FERS Federal Fact Check is from Shelly. And Shelly wants to know, are you still allowed to contribute the maximum of $26,000, assuming she's making regular and catch-up contributions, to your TSP account if you only work one half of the year? She also wants to know, is there any advantage to maxing out those contributions in 2021 if you're also retiring this year and you plan to withdraw money from TSP in 2021 in an amount greater than the contributions you made for the year? Well, Shelly, I'm going to take a stab at your question and see how I do in coming up with an answer for you. So in order to do that, let me share my screen with you, and we'll go through a couple of slides to help kind of sort out the things that you're asking about. The first part of your question is, yes, you can contribute the maximum to your TSP account regardless of whether you're retiring midway through the year or whether or not you're working throughout the whole year. The way the matching contributions work, however, is that you're only matched on a biweekly basis. So if you retire mid-year, you're not going to get the entire year's worth of matching contributions, because every 2 weeks, when you put in 3% of your paycheck to the thrift, you're going to get 3% matching for that paycheck from your agency. When you contribute 4 and 5%, you're getting 0.5% for each one of those for another 1% from the agency. And of course, everybody gets 1% if you're covered under FERS in automatic agency contributions. So that doesn't change whether you work halfway through the year or the whole way through the year. Remember that the agency matching contributions and the automatic contributions are only made pay period by pay period. Now, as far as contributing the maximum, you can certainly do that. So let's take a look at this example. Here's a retirement on July 31st coming up in 2021. This is the end of, for most employees, leave period or pay period 15. Now remember, some payroll offices, this will actually be pay period 16. So check your payroll calendar to be sure when you're coming up with your contribution amount. Now, if you contributed to the TSP for 15 pay periods, then take your total contribution that you want to get into your TSP account, let's say it's the whole $26,000, and divide that by the number of pay periods you're going to have in the year of your retirement. So in this case, 15 into 26,000 would mean that you would have to contribute $1,734 a pay period in order to contribute 26,000 over 15 pay periods rather than having the whole year of 26. So if you can afford to do that, then you can go for it, no problem. In fact, you can put your entire paycheck in the TSP account if you wanted to, if you could afford to do that, but you'll only get matching on the first 5%. Remember that. So to compute the matching for someone who only works 15 pay periods of the year, we're going to look at your salary. Let's say in this example, it's $120,000. So your biweekly salary would be that annual rate divided by 26 pay periods, and then that comes out to $46.15 biweekly. So if we take 5% of your biweekly salary, that's $230.75. And if we multiply that by the 15 pay periods that you're employed, you would get $3,461 in matching and automatic agency contributions by the time your retirement would be effective on July 31st. So that's the way to figure it out. You can still put in the whole 26,000, but you'll only get the matching for those first 15 pay periods. So the total you would have contributed in that last year of employment or last half a year of employment would have been 26,000 out of your paycheck and an additional 3,461 from your agency for a total contribution of close to $30,000 for that year. Now, your question also included what happens if you're planning to withdraw $30,000 or more than that in the same year. Well, you can withdraw any amount of $1,000 or more from your TSP account. So the question is, you can do that. I think the other question is, should you do that? And that might be the more important of the two questions. So first of all, keep in mind how much your retirement savings are and how long they might have to last. For instance, if you're retiring, let's say at age 62, it's entirely possible that you could live another 20, 30, or even 40 more years. So will your savings last as long as you do if you start to take large distributions out early on in your retirement? Are there any other places you can take that money from? Maybe a home equity line of credit. Maybe you can buy whatever it is that you're spending money on and make installment payments so you can pay it through your regular monthly income. So consider all the alternatives before you take that large distribution from your TSP account. The other thing to keep in mind is, depending on how quickly you'll need that money, remember there's going to be some time to process that retirement withdrawal from your TSP account. You want to wait until your agency has removed you from the payroll of your former employer. That right there can take about 30 days after July 31st if that was your retirement date. Then when you submit your application for the withdrawal from the TSP, allow at least 2 weeks. And if anything goes wrong with processing the application or in the way that you completed the application, that can take a whole lot longer. So allow plenty of time from the date that you think you need the money till the date the money actually arrives in your bank account. So the TSP is as good as it is, and we all love the TSP. It can take some time. It's not as liquid as going down to your local bank and pulling money out of the bank this afternoon. Allow time for processing, allow time for that first withdrawal to maybe take a little longer in case there's something that you need to do to make that happen. The retirement application or the withdrawal application is a little tricky when the first time you look it over. So good luck to you, Shelly. I hope that you enjoy your retirement life after your very successful federal career. And I hope that helps you understand your contributions as well as the withdrawal option from your TSP account. Until next time, this is Tammy Flanagan with your Federal Retirement Fact Check.